Charlie, you got the floor in the last 4 minutes. What did you think of the nature walk, other things on the quote agenda, other little things you noticed, Bilderberg 2011?
Well, the nature walk was slightly bizarre. It really was. They all, well, not they all, they took their little buses up the hill and then walked back down. And what I found really bizarre is they walked down, a group of them sort of splintered off and then walked smack into about 60 activists and journalists who were just sitting about. And they looked up and they went, oh my goodness.
And there was a woman in a Princess Leia outfit.
What, the white lady in white?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very strange. It all got a bit surreal for a little bit, and then the activists swarmed around, and Thomas Enders, the CEO of Airbus, gave a kind of impromptu interview in which he said, we're just sitting there doing our agendas, and I asked the German guy the Swiss guy who interviewed him in German. I said, well, what do you mean agenda? What's the word? He said, it's the word is agenda. He said agenda is the same word, and that was my German accent, my Swiss accent. Oh, I don't know, whatever. But so he said agenda, so they're talking about their agenda.
German is the root of English.
And then he said, well, what is it? And he said, you know what? You don't need to know that. And it was an interesting little episode in Bilderberg's history. I don't honestly think they're going to go on many more nature walks. It wasn't that successful.
It was fun hearing all those Germanic voices screaming at the Bilderbergs. They did not like it. In fact, one of them, which British minister was it? Was it Mandelson? Was like, this is terrible, oh Lord.
Yeah, it's Lord Mandelson. I mean, I worry when I see him there because the last time he was there was the year they rushed through the digital economy bill. And if you look at the agenda and you look at the people there, there's a lot of internet security stuff going on. So, so wave goodbye to your nice free internet, everyone.
Yeah, they're making big moves publicly to quote, shut down freedom on the web and create internet, too, that's only accessible by the giants. So you've got to be on the giant, systems, the clouds. Beware the cloud, folks, the evil cloud. This cloud stuff is very dangerous.
It's very interesting philosophically. It's abstracting everyone's knowledge and everyone's data and everyone's kind of being and putting it in a sort of place that is. People think, oh, that's out there, that's there forever. It's like digital photos. When's the last time you printed one out? This stuff it just takes all of pretty much everything and makes it intangible and deletable. It's the sci-fi film that ends up with someone being switched off. They flick the button and then, where's my data? Where am I? Oh, you're on the cloud, or you used to be until we turned you off.
It's like Tron, where they just delete you.
Yeah, I mean, I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's the direction we're heading in. And, we have to sort of vaguely kind of sniff out the direction various things are taking. And, the direction of Bilderberg is away from transparency and towards a list of things I don't necessarily think are good for the world. But, who knows? I don't necessarily want to talk about what they're talking about so much as just the fact that the way it's done is just abhorrent.
Absolutely. Charlie Skelton, you've done an exemplary job. You are truly a great Bilderberg sleuth. And you've brought the greatest amount of attention next to InfoWars.com and DrudgeReport.com, helping completely smash the electronic Berlin Wall in 2011. You truly are an info warrior, and we salute you. Folks can find out more at Guardian. Sorry, go ahead.
Thank you very much. I feel like I've just been knighted.
You have been knighted. I'll say bye to you during the break and get on your airplane there in the noisy airport. Guardian.co.uk/profile, Charlie-Skelton. I knight you, knight of the realm of the info warriors, supreme defenders of truth and liberty.